Thank you for joining us for another interview with Hollywood Now. And we're here today with Skyh.
Hey, what's up?
Hollywood star, Stump the Yard, Leave on the Floor, Lucifer. It goes on and on, right?
It's a blessing, man. I can't not complain.
So how's it going? Like, how you feel like at this moment?
At this moment, it feels good. Like, I mean, you work all your whole life. I've been in entertainment since I was 5 years old. You know, I've never really done anything else. So to get to this point and everything is just going good, and you got the ups and downs, but it feels good. I feel like I'm in a good space.
At 5 years old, did you know you wanted to be an actor? Artist?
Definitely. I knew I wanted to do entertainment. What I didn't know, of course, we're 5. You know, I'm from Miami, Florida. The real Miami. Not South Beach, but Carroll City. And, you know, Dade County. Shout out to But I knew I wanted to do what Michael Jackson and Usher was doing. So I didn't know what that meant. I just knew I wanted to dance and act and sing and be in movies and all that stuff.
And you kind of like people know that you stick to one genre, but when you say an artist in the arts, you kind of let everything kind of like take its course.
Yeah, I think I started off as more of a musician. And a lot of people don't know that because I did start dancing at 5, but I actually broke my leg in my grandmother's kitchen doing like some Spanish songs, Billie Jean. However, you know, they thought I was going to grow after that. Yeah, big misconception. But I started out more as a musician. I was taking dance class. I was in the church choir. But I was a saxophone player. And I was very, very serious. Like, you know, I went to Allstate and I went to solo ensemble contests, and my granddad was a musician. So he played trumpet, so I took up sax. So I was really like
alto sax too.
Alto sax. And I was in the band and drum major and everything. So for the first, like, I guess 4 years, you would say, I was heavy in the music, and dance was secondary. Like, I just went to dance class, and acting was kind of like
The high
way back, you know. I mean, I took an acting class here, but I was music. Music.
When you get to Hollywood,
yeah, man, I didn't want to come here.
okay.
All bullshit aside, I did not want to come here. My ex, she went to me. And a lot of people don't know I had become, by that time, a professional ballet dancer. A black man to be a professional ballet dancer, I went to New York School of the Arts in Miami. And I had a black male dance teacher tell me that I would never be a ballet dancer. I didn't have the aesthetic, I didn't have the look. It doesn't happen for me. And so, one thing about me, if you tell me that I can't do something, I'm like, no, fuck that. Like, you know, so a lot of people don't understand, like, it's athletic. It's extremely athletic, and being a kid from the hood of Miami and a black man and going into this world of ballet, what I personally love about it is striving for this perfection that you will never attain. Like, you will never be perfect. And the chase of that, like, invigorated me. So I was fulfilled in being a ballet dancer. I accomplished that goal by like 16, 19.
Because I know the byproduct of that chasing perfection, it as you look back on it, it made you better.
Yeah,
you might not reach perfection, but it made you
because
better.
you will never reach it. Right? Like, you will never reach it, and that's the thing. You keep growing, you keep learning, you keep finding, you keep fine-tuning it. And so by the time it was time for me to come to LA, it was her choice. She wanted to be a dancer. And I was like, okay, well, I've accomplished the goal of being a professional ballet dancer. And truthfully, I'd gotten mentally bogged down of being a black male in such a unforgiving, I'll just say it, to be frank, white institution. It's like it was so, and I was always at these elite schools and with scholarships and everything, but you know, it's very prevalent. Like, you know, I was feeling like, damn, like, you know, I'm trying to look like them. I'm having head trips and like, you know, I remember calling my mom and saying like, it's nothing like accomplishing something you wanted and still being sad. You know, and I'm a teenager at this time. So once I accomplished it, it was cool. I had a great time. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go back into music. You know, like, and yeah, it was back to music. It was like, you know, I really want to sing. I've always wanted to do it. So when we moved out here, she was focused on dance.
Yes.
And a friend of mine, real quick story, a friend of mine said, yo, you should do extra work because you're commercial work. And I was like, no, bro, I'm gonna get a job at FedEx and save up the studio time. And he called his agency. His agency called me in. They signed me based on his work because of my dance background. And 3 weeks later, I did an audition for Beyonce Dance's Child. And my life, I booked the job and my life changed.
So you said that was your big break?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, my life changed. It was like literally like 3 weeks of me moving to LA.
Wow.
And here I am now on the phone. Never experienced.
What's the name of that Beyonce tour?
That was, what was that? That was Destiny Fulfilled. How was that? That was sweet.
Man, how was that? What was that like? Did you put it into work with Beyonce?
Inexplicable. I still, like, if I sit back, it's became my life, so now it's normal, right? But if I can think back to that time, I was just like, I was a kid, so I did not know what this world was about. I knew what the ballet and concert world was about, right? But now I'm on stages, and I remember my first performance was the NFL kickoff. So like, I'm going from, you know, theaters of like 500 to I'm in the NFL. I'm on TV, and this is live, and this is no mess ups and everything like that. So, it was incredible. You know, it started a great career.
Yeah, because I think about the transition, even from what you have said to this point, ballet, they say if you learn ballet, you can do it. So to start off with this type of artistry, then you segue into other forms of art, and you start off at the top.
Yeah, it was,
it's crazy, right?
Yeah, because from her, it was her to Rihanna to Mariah to Jennifer Lopez to Tamar. So it just kept, it was a snowball effect, and it just became my life.
So given your experience thus far, how do you stay grounded? All those wonderful things have happened so
You know, and when I say that, it's not like I act grounded. No, bro, you have ups and downs. Like you have some years that are incredible. Some years you're on top of the world, and then sometimes you're like, okay, I need to book a job. You know, I'm gonna have to dip in the savings.
So in that downtime, what's your training like?
I think for me, I made a conscious decision to say, I'll step back. I met Debbie Allen. This is really funny. I had an audition for Debbie Allen. And usually,
shout out to Dada Dance.
Shout out to Dada, Miss Allen. Usually, the powers that be are not in the room on the initial call. I was drunk the night before, so I had a hangover, and I got to her audition. I was new to LA still because I've been on the road so much. I got her audition like 2 hours later, and I walk in the room, and she's in the corner, and I'm like,
anybody that knows Debbie,
I was like,
I don't know how that's going.
Right. I was like, you're not supposed to be here. You know, like you're not like she's an icon, right? She's a legend, so it's like you're not expecting to see her. You're maybe expecting to see the people or something like that, right? So she's sitting in the corner, and I'm like, okay. And then I know the dog. We were I worked on a project prior to, and we're good friends. So I walk in, they had learned everything about it, and so I had to literally learn two conversations. Yeah. So me and Viv, and she's like, let me teach you, boy. Let me teach you this combination. And so it was a ballet combination, it was a hip hop combination. And I literally learned it, I think, in 5 minutes, both of them. And I had to do it for her. And she came up to me and she was like, honey, why are you late to my audition? And I was like, I'm sorry, Miss Allen. And she was like, now I have to hire you because you're not dancing everybody. Wow.
Well, that's really good. That's really good.
And I started working with Miss Allen, and I still call her Miss Allen. I started with Miss Allen, and she told me one time, she said, I'm gonna make you an actor. I'm gonna make you an actor. And I said, no. Because I just thought being an actor is so, I respected that craft so much, and I wasn't confident enough in like music, dance.
You working with acting.
I was cool.
And so you have not evolved your mind to acting yet.
Yeah, and I wasn't there yet. I was like, no, bro, like that is, I don't want to get on stage, and if I do it, I don't want to look like I'm acting.
Right.
You know, so, and I know it takes a lot of work and a lot of, like, you know, it's a craft.
So did she work with you?
Yeah, I started learning under her. She gave me opportunities in like her plays and stuff and everything, and I fell in love with it. And the reason why I fell in love with it because it was like freedom. It was I like saw refuge in it from like either dancing or singing, you know. So cut to by the time I think I tried to stop dancing 3 years or 3 times I would say before I actually stopped. You know, every time, you know, it would bring me back in, or somebody would call and I would take the job, and I was concentrating on my music career, and I made the decision, I think, in 2015. Yes, 2015, because I just finished VMA3, yes, and then I took a Horizon job. And then I was asked to do another job, and I said, no, I gotta stop if I'm gonna like take my stuff serious.
That was a risk.
It was a risk. It was still serious. Yeah, right? Like it was. I was at the top of my game as a dancer. Like I think by the time I stopped dancing as a dancer, I was making 36 million. Like and that's as a dancer, that's a lot, you know, and I was in demand, and I stopped, and I went homeless 3 times in that interview because I started taking my career as an actor seriously. You know, I jumped in class, you know, and shout out T-Shaw.
Tasha.
Shout out T-Shaw. Shout out Tasha.
She's doing wonderful things.
Yeah, that is my training girl, man. And Tasha is amazing. She's changed my instrument immensely. And but I realized in order to ascend forward, sometimes it may look like you're taking a step backwards, but you gotta shift gears and be serious. There's no way I could have been on the road or still put my foot over here in order to like be serious. Because I did not want the stigma on me of, oh, you're trying to do something or you're not serious. So I literally stepped back for like, what is this, 2020? That's for 4 years.
So your first big acting grade?
I think my first, you know what? Before I say my first big acting grade, I would say it was a short film.
Short film.
I think people don't understand the value of a short film. And it was a student film. And what it did for me, it taught me even more so how to be a leading man. Because I had the lead in it. And that's not just, oh, I got the lead in the film. It's like you're carrying that film not just on camera, but off camera. You know, your leading man, shit doesn't stop or start when they say action. It starts when you come on and say, hey, man, how you doing? You know, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Thank you for your relationships that you build and being malleable enough with whomever is around you to feed off of and learn from everybody.
It's a community.
Yeah, it's a community once you're on that set. And for me, that was big because I learned so much and it allowed me to be free and it helped me to go to some dark places to portray this role that I didn't even realize that I had. So regardless of everything, and it wasn't bad.
What's your goal? Like what do you see your goal is in this industry acting? Like what's your goal?
Wow. Let's see. I would say my goal is I want to be great. Like I want to be great. I want to be course, right? You want the Oscar and this, and but also you can't let that hold you as prisoner.
Yeah.
You know, but I want somebody to look at me and say he sacrificed his life for his art. You know, and that is what with that comes a huge responsibility. Of course you want it all. And I'm not gonna sit here and be like, no, I want it all. I was telling you, I want it all. I want the movies, the shows, the bigness of it.
Yeah.
But I want to fucking work for it.
Yeah.
Like, and I want to be great at it, not just have it because I have it or have a name at the time, but longevity.
Yeah.
And that I'm great.
That's when you know you embody it.
Yeah.
Because like whatever you do then becomes great, you know.
Yeah.
Because whenever I go to events and I'm in the room, I'm looking around like all the names you named, they're there, and I'm like, oh my god. And I had to put a word to it. If I cannot articulate it, it's like greatness.
Yeah, that's what I'm striving for. That is what I want. Greatness.
It's wonderful feeling, and at least it's inspiring, you know. And you can motivate people to do whatever their purpose is.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really a great thing about the artistry and what you guys do.
Yeah, and it's like you just gotta be open to doing it.
Yeah.
You know, I think we live in a generation that is microwavable.
Yeah.
Like people don't want to work for shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they want it now, and it doesn't come now. It doesn't come without that work. You don't know what that person did in order to get to where they are. And, or we live on social media. And thank you to all my social media. I love it. For real. And like I am so blessed. However, I think I was trained in greatness. So that's all I ever saw. Like from the time me moving here, the first artist I'm dancing was Beyonce. That's greatness, bro.
Okay.
Like
Where do you go from?
yeah, I mean all three of those women.
Yeah.
You know, Destiny's Child, like to watch, and I was that kid that wouldn't take lunch. I would sit there and watch, you know, as they were working, when nobody, or to be in a room with Debbie Allen and learn years and years and years of acting, singing, dancing, lighting, camera work, directing. That is greatness. You know, Mariah Carey, that's greatness. You know what I'm saying? So I saw that and wanted nothing like that. Like the great thing about Tasha, she don't let you fuck around. Like that's greatness. And so if I have a thing, if it's a fake moment, I can't do it. If I'm not feeling it, I'm like, I don't feel like I gotta find who this person is. And to be honest, it takes about 3 hours to break down the scene if you really in it before you get to set.
We kind of touched on a little bit about the question I'm going to ask now. What's your dream role?
Dream role, okay. Dream role is Black Superman or Black Batman.
And it's doable because we've
never seen it.
Yeah.
And
we have Black Panther.
Yeah, we got Black Panther. However, in the same regard, there's not even say there's more, there's change. You know, I want to see that little black boy looking, or black girl, sit home looking at him like, damn. When we go and look back at the history, like Superman, the word super.
Kind of like the kid was Catwoman.
Yes. Yeah.
The character was bigger than
everything
else.
It affected something. It was like, damn, I can be a Superman.
She was like Catwoman, but then people were like, oh, she's black. Like that even mattered. Catwoman was bigger than anything else.
Yeah. I think that's one of my favorite roles. Because I mean, one of my favorite movies is The Matrix.
Matrix.
Yeah.
With Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
I like that movie too. Jada.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. So it's just a lot because the industry is constantly changing. And I also wanted to ask you as far as how do you adjust with the changes? Like I know you said tenacity and you said just keep going, you work ethic, but what I'm asking you is someone who's doing it, right? Someone who's booking, and me knowing from what I do in entertainment and what it consists of.
Yeah.
You could tell me the ins and outs. A lot of people don't know the ins and outs because like you never was in to know how you behave once you get in. and then to keep it going. It's like relationships, like what would you say, how you maneuver with it forever changing in Hollywood?
I think that's a great question. How do I maneuver? I think I've always just been, I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted.
You don't get comfortable.
I don't get comfortable. And I don't think that it can't end. It should get in, bro. Like you know, you're not above it. You know, you're not above the craft. You're not above it.
But
Like,
how do you stay there? Because a lot of people, they would.
I have accountability people. I ain't gonna lie, I have accountability people. My grandmother is who raised me, and my grandparents raised me. My grandfather has passed. He was he's my best friend and my co-manager at one point. But my grandmother, she's not phased by anything. Like, she could care less. And it's the most beautiful thing ever. Because when I go home, I'm just Lil Lack, not Skyh Black. You know, my best friend is not in the industry at all. You know, he's in the military. And they will grab me and say, yo, like I said, one of my best friends who's an actor as well, Tim Brown, again, he will call me out in the audition or in anything. And he's like, you know, that was bullshit, bro. Like, come on now. You know, like, I mean, in addition to us sitting in class and everything like that, and I still take class. Soon as I finish a role, I take class. Don't give me a scene. Because I need to, okay, I was in this role for X amount of time while I'm on set, but now I need to change it up and find some other things, or maybe I develop some habits that need to be broken or something like that. But my friends will sit there and give me notes. And I will go to them after, like, what did you see? What did you not see? Tell me for real. Don't gas me up. I don't need that. If everything is great, I can't have it wrong. If everything is always good, I can't have it. That was amazing. And I know it wasn't amazing. No, it's not. I don't need you to gas me. You know, like, and I keep my circle small. Extremely small.
These have been effective
Effective for me.
Yeah.
Extremely small, and I'm open to developing relationships, and I stand by this rule. Everybody deserves it.